Randy, how are you?
Good, good.
Good to see you. I see you. It's a busy
Hey, you
day
came
at the
in a
farm.
busy time of the year. You know, this is the season it's all about.
Do you mind if we get in a combine with one of the guys and just have a little chat with them? And
No, I think
while
you
they're
should.
working, maybe wake them up a little bit. They're
Yeah,
probably getting
yeah.
the tunnel vision.
Tell them to speed it up a
Yeah.
notch or two.
I am excited. I am back at the Grigsby. There is no sound that I want to hear more this time of year than those fans and blowers running over there on those silos. Now this feels good. First time getting to hunt at the Grigsby this year. Big buck, big buck, big buck in the corner. After what we saw tonight, there is some good stuff coming. They'll take a little time away from the everyday hardcore workload. Yeah. We're gonna head up here to this clover patch where we've been getting, I got a spy point cell camera there. It's been sending me pictures, this big 10-pointer there. They all keep looking out into the field. This is our buck, he's coming right to us. We got two does in a pond right here, eating on some greens. They are really pounding these green big ponds. I mean, radish and turnips. And we had a nice little young 8-pointer in here earlier. The deer are moving. This is awesome. For mid-October, we're on them. This little cold snap's got them going. If you're in the Midwest, you need to be hunting this week. It's good. Watch those deer just disappear into that cornfield up out there and wait until these crops get cut. There's going to be all kinds of deer we're not seeing because they just stay in those cornfields constantly. This set this morning has worked perfect. I'm telling you, mowing these paths and this tall grass, dictating how the deer walk through it, it is the way to go. And these early mid-October hunts, these green patches, everything is in them. I mean, these deer are in these patches. You do the work early and you'll get on them good, you'll see them. Well, we're gonna jump out of the tree here because movement's died down. We haven't seen a deer in about an hour. Still got my family here hanging out with me at the Grigsby, so I'm gonna go back and spend some time with them in the middle of the day, see if they want to ride around and check some trail cameras, because one thing's for sure that we've noticed the last 2 days, the deer are in the greens, the clover, the turnips and radishes. I mean, they are in the greens. So if you're in the Midwest, stay on the greens this week. The deer are moving, and I'm telling you, that's where they're at, according to the spy point cameras and what we've seen the last 2 sits. So we're gonna hop down, go spend a little time with the family, and run around and check some trail cameras. I'm sure my son is catching fish all day, so I'll have to go do a little midday fishing with him. They'll take a little time away from the everyday hardcore workload that we all experience in life, or for us, we travel so much filming, doing the TV shows and the digital series. And even here at the Grigsby, when we're having fun hunting, we're still at it all day, going out, checking cameras, and then jumping in the stands and trying to hunt as many hours as we can a day. It's awesome to have the family here, and I'm trying to do like my dad did to keep me in the outdoors. That's why
do what I do and love what I love doing. And I'm doing the same with Michael. And thank goodness that he loves to fish and hunt and be outside. So it's awesome to be able to do this. Super fortunate to be able to do it. All I can tell you is get your kids out there, get the neighbors' kids out there. We've got to get this next generation going, or we're all going to lose this sport. Because there's a lot of folks out there that don't understand what we do. They don't understand hunting, fishing, and the outdoors and how great it can be, and the lessons in life that you learn from being in the outdoors. It's super important. So if I could leave you with one thing today, get your kids out there doing it. Got to expose them at a young age. Get their friends out there with your kids doing it. Get the neighbor kids, whatever you got to do. It's very important.
Clutch performance. Yeah.
Well, we're just about to head out to the stand and wanted to stop in and talk over a couple things logistically, like we talked about with Randy, trying to coordinate where we're hunting and where they're harvesting so we don't mess up anything that they're doing, and maybe if we don't get our hunt messed up. So I'm just going to visit with them a little bit about that. And they're really into the harvest now. I mean, lots of stuff's been picked, and they ought to have some good indicators on what it's going to look like this year. Love to hear Randy fill us in a little bit. Plus, he'll tell us how much corn and how much beans we've got in some of our food plots based on what he's getting in some of those fields. So it'll be interesting to talk to him for just a minute. Let's step in here and see what Randy's up to. Hello, hello. I catch you at a bad time?
No, this is
Okay.
fine.
Good to see you. So I just wanted to coordinate a little bit with you. I talked to Andy and the guys, though, just about where we're going to be hunting this week and what we got going on, like we talked about, you know, kind of that 24-hour window, because you guys are dictated solely on weather and what's happening. So.
Well, you know, it can be a moving target. We just had, it's a real world out there, and we just had a breakdown at the bin site. So we're moving some machines around. The good news is we're making steady progress. And as I mentioned earlier, you know, we're running behind.
Sure.
But, so all we're wanting to see is progress every day, keep chipping away at this.
Yep.
Normally this time of the year, we're looking at the end of it. It's not the case this year, Mike.
I know. I've been riding around looking at all the corn standing.
There's still a lot of crop standing, and corn, you know, we just rolled over the 50% mark, so we're somewhere around 51% harvested.
Okay.
Still got a strong run to make, but soybeans lagging a little bit, about just over a third of the beans out.
Okay. So what you're telling me is Andy and the boys are hopping a little bit today.
They're hopping. You know, we're shooting from the hip today.
Gotcha.
Got everybody a little out of sync, but you know, I think.
So the answer to my original question, did I pop in at a bad time?
Well,
Probably.
You know, this time of the year, you know, you just don't know.
Gotcha.
But it's always good to, you know, take a few minutes to update and kind of fill you in on where we're at. You know, overall, Mike, I just can't complain. You know, as late as we got started, we were really nervous about the influence that was going to have on yield.
Yeah, well, that's what I wanted to ask you. With 51% of your corn in, I mean, now you're getting a feel for what you get.
We've got a pretty good idea of where we're at. And again, it's hard for me to complain. It's not what I hoped for at the beginning of the year. But as I view this from, you know, the entire Midwest and the impact that this weather had on various regions, we really fared better than most. So it's hard for me to complain too much. I think we're going to come in somewhere around an average yield.
Okay.
And, you know, for us...
What is average for this area
Well,
of
you know,
Illinois?
5-year average yield for this farm, we're going to be in that 225, 230 range.
Okay.
You know, all in all, I guess the bottom line is, you know, we've made decent progress. You know, we're 3 to 4 weeks behind typical. Yields are coming in respectable. Hope to be near average when it's all said and done, but it's a moving target. A lot of things can change that.
Sure.
You know, with only a third of the beans harvested, there's still plenty of things that can happen, and you know, almost want to knock on wood when you say that, because trying to make predictions this early, it's pretty much uncertain.
Well, you know, we're going to be up all week hunting and stuff, so you know, a week's time, this time of year for you guys, you get a lot done. So I'll check back in at the end of the week and see how things are holding a little bit.
Yeah, let's see what this weather event does for the weekend. I don't know if it's going to mess you up at all, but I think it's supposed to be a 2 or 3 day event. And what
it might help us, actually.
The extended forecast, I think, sounds favorable for harvest, so I'm encouraged by that.
So one little front, get through this, and then you can get after it.
That's right. Stay steady.
Well, sounds good. We're going to the stand. We're going to be over here in the DNR area, you know, that east DNR we talked about. So hopefully we won't be in your way there.
Well, like always, if there's anything we can do for you, let us know, and then let's keep communicating.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll just stay in touch with Andy and the guys, and if something comes up, you just yell at me. We're gonna head up here to this clover patch where we've been getting, I got a spy point cell camera there. It's been sending me pictures. This big 10-pointer there. I don't want to say he's there every day, but he's pretty close. He's real regular. We've got some other deer we were talking about hunting, but the wind's wrong for that, and the wind is perfect for this. So we're gonna give it a go. It's hunting, you never know what's gonna happen, but I think the odds are high. The deer should move tonight. All right, we're set up. This is one of Uncle Randy's favorite spots. He killed a beautiful buck here out of this tree a couple years ago with a shotgun. Really nice deer. But we've never had a good food plot up here. It's just a great spot where they like to walk this line to go out into these big fields. And this year we made a switch. We did a lot of clover patches on a lot of these food plots that were up on top of the hills where we're having trouble getting other greens like turnips and radishes to grow. So we tried this clover, and man, did it take. I mean, this is beautiful. Last couple weeks, there's been that 10-point in here with kickers, little kickers on his twos. He's been in here, I don't want to say every day, but almost every day. He was here last night. The wind was wrong, so we weren't here, but we're here tonight because where we hunted yesterday, the wind's wrong, but it's perfect for this. So if the wind will stay like this and the deer come out on our west side, we should be golden. We got a deer coming out down there. That's early. 4:25, and we got deer in the field. I'd say about 2 hours from now, there's a good chance there's going to be a 10-point in here. They all keep looking out into the field. There's got to be something out there. This is our buck. He's coming right to us. He's got to walk right under the stand. Yes, sir. How about that, boys and girls? I am excited. We target these mature bucks when we hunt on this farm. That is the deer we came here to kill, and the reason we killed that deer, well, there's a couple reasons. One, we got lucky because he came in from downwind, so the EverCalm Conquest Sense, thumbs up on that one because he definitely walked in downwind. But all summer, we talked about how can we get food up here. We've never had a good food plot here, and we finally decided to go with clover, and my goodness, did it work. Listening to Randy Leake and the guys, anyway, these deer have been here nonstop like this. That spy point camera over there, though, has been sending him pictures to Texas and telling me that that deer was here. We knew that deer was here, and we came here, and I always say, only hunt it when it's right. We could have come here yesterday, and it wasn't right, so we waited. Your first couple sits when you go into a spot is your best chance to kill them. This was our first sit in this tree. They had no idea anybody was here, and we just smoked a big Grigsby deer. I shot him right here. Stands right there. I shot him right here. See if we can find some blood here. This is what I saw come out. Look at all that. Look at that. It's just spraying. I hate it when the cameraman finds him first. Did right there. I said I heard him run into the fence, and he's tangled in the fence. First deer of the year on the Grigsby. Got him with the Bowtech. That is a body on a deer, folks. The Kicker 10.
man, look at that. Holy cow. Whew. Look at the head on that deer. We got him. First sit in here. This was the buck we targeted. I said earlier, he's got little kickers on his G2s, and there they are. That right there, you know, not the biggest rack on the Grigsby by no stretch of the imagination, but I will tell you this. I love targeting a deer and then going after that buck and then being able to get them. It's just, there's nothing like it. And I've been getting, on my Spy Point camera, tons of pictures when I'm back home in Texas watching this food plot. This is one of the spots I had one of my cell cameras on, and this buck was in here all the time. He just loved this clover patch. Man, I'll tell you, this is awesome. Got my whole family here too. My wife, my daughter, my son. My son is a die-hard hunter. I mean, he is eating it up. He's been fishing all day today and yesterday. I'm gonna go grab them, grab the gator. We're gonna load this thing up. Raptor Razor got to do some work tonight. Check out what Raptor Razor does. You will like their knives. Again, replaceable blades, T-handle design, so you can just cut real simple.
Hey,
Hey.
how are you?
I'm feeling pretty good. Got him.
That's awesome. The kids wanted to see it, but they are sleeping.
They fell asleep?
Yeah.
Oh.
One's upstairs and one is downstairs sleeping. Like snoring, like you do.
What do you think?
Let me see. Looks like a good buck. Let me see. Their hands are red.
I gutted him.
Yeah, I can tell. Okay. I'm clean. I have fun in my hand.
Go ahead and just say he's a stud.
He is a stud.
Cool. So the kid, Michael's asleep too.
I
Well,
mean,
Michael and Amelia both, and Christina, they came up this week to hang out with me here at the Grigsby, and I've been talking about that. It's been awesome having them here because I'm gone a lot when I'm up here working. But Michael and Amelia have caught more fish in the pond here behind the house, and Michael caught a giant catfish tonight. We'll have to plug in that video or a picture or something. He was so excited he caught that. But boy loves to hunt. I promise you one thing. Here in the future, won't be long, you'll be seeing my son out here hunting, shooting all these bucks instead of me. But for now, I'll keep doing it. It's a good deer.